All right, so I got 3 questions for you. I'm gonna keep it real simple. I wrote it down, right? So, what separates a good player from a great player?
The good players do it occasionally. The great players do it every day. You see LeBron, Steph Curry, those are guys that do it every single season, every single time. And then the good players fade away because they don't do it every day. They're not consistent. That's what I would say.
Good answer. What's something you wish you knew when you were 12 or 13 years old?
Just to believe in yourself a little bit more. Because obviously we all have self-doubt, but self-doubt is only real if you believe in it. You feel me? If you don't believe in the thoughts in the back of your head, that's not, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't do nothing to you if you don't believe it.
Now, this is a good one for me. Who had the biggest influence on you growing up?
I would say my mom and dad for sure. Just seeing my mom take care of 7 kids, seeing her do it with a smile on her face. I just know if I put my head down and work, I could do the same thing. She's dedicated, and also seeing my dad work as well.
That's amazing. So what I want to say personally is we all know what you can do as a basketball player.
Yeah.
To me, it's second to none.
Yeah.
But most important to me, your character speaks volumes, right?
Yes, sir.
I always tell people that sometimes people forget what you say to them, but they never forget how you make them feel.
Yeah.
And everybody who talks about you, and I've known you since you were like 6th grade on up, you've always been consistent. Your character have always been consistent. And you've impacted so many lives. Like a lot of times people go back and say, you know, I'm gonna go back there and help somebody. But you reach back and you pull them forward.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference. Because sometimes when you go back, you stay there and they stay there. You actually reach back and bring them.
Yeah.
And to me, it means a lot because you flew all the way from Georgetown to be here just for this. I know they appreciate you and I appreciate you. All right? So we're gonna give 3 people an opportunity to ask the question. All right? Let's start with Josh. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
I would say like when you're in a game, you start off like 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4. How do you like handle it in your head and like knock it down, like focus on the next shot?
So let's say hypothetically I'm 0 for 4. If I'm in the game, you're only as good as your next shot. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm 0 for 4, I have to make my next shot, instead of just living in the moment, just shooting the ball with your full confidence, because you know in the back of your mind, I put the work in. No matter if I'm 0 for 4, you could be 4 for 8, and that's 50%. You feel me? So just knowing in the back of your mind, the next shot mentality. You're only as good as your next shot. Feel me?
All right, good question. Next, let's go with Zoe. Stand up.
What was it like for you as a basketball player transitioning from middle school to high school?
Middle school to high school? That's a good question. I would say middle school, high school is probably just the strength-wise, and then high school, I think, that's a good question. Middle school to high school. Nobody really asked me the middle school to high school. They always say high school to college. Just the strength-wise, and just to be confident, because you know, when you're in middle school, 8th grade to 6th grade, you're the big dog, so it just restarts. When you get back to high school, you're gonna be a freshman, they're gonna be a senior. So it's just starting from ground zero and just to build those steps into becoming the person you wanna be, for sure.
That's a great answer, but I'm gonna elaborate on it.
Yeah.
You said people don't usually ask you from middle school to high school, they ask you college, which is great, because a lot of people don't get that opportunity, right? You're there.
Yeah.
You're where a lot of people wish they could be, dream they could be, right? What's the biggest difference transitioning from high school to college?
Well, really what I said, I mean, it restarts. Like, whatever you do in high school does not matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you really start from zero. So whatever you did back then, that does not mean nothing. The coaches are you're a high school kid, so really your back is against the wall. So you're not originally not supposed to play as a freshman coming in. So just going there, working and showing like, I'm here for a reason, and we all got the same jersey, we all got the same 24 hours. I'm gonna show you why I am who they say I am, you know?
I'm gonna tell you one, and I shouldn't bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up any which way. One thing that really stood out to me with you, and I'll remember this for the rest of my life, we were playing against another program. I'm not gonna say who it is. And you killed, obviously, right? And after the game, you waited until everyone left. And I always use this as an example. You waited until everyone left. And you came up to me and said, Coach, I hear what they're saying. but what do I need to do to be better? You didn't focus on what you did well. You only cared about getting better.
Yeah.
And that was important. A second time we were playing and you came to the sideline and you're like, Coach, what do you need me to do?
Yeah.
You always communicated with the coach. And everything that we asked, you always came through.
Yeah.
You were always coachable. Your character was always top notch. And you always supported your teammate.
Sure.
And those things to me, it would always stand out. And I always use you as an example. And I hate to say sometimes when I'm talking to your youngest brother now, Valor, I'm like, yo, you had 3 brothers who came through. What would they say?
Yeah.
Right? What would they say? What would they do? And then he like, yeah, King would say this, Vyctorius would say this, and Elijah would say this.
Yeah.
So you guys have set the standard, right?
Yeah.
And these guys have set some great standards for him.
Yes, sir.
Right? Let's go with Shane.
What is some advice you'll give to your 16-year-old self, like not knowing that you'll be where you are right now?
I told you just to put all your, just go 110% at it. Like I said, the worst thing that can happen is you working a job, and that's some people's, what they live right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you could believe in yourself that you can do it, then do it. You feel me? The worst that can happen is you work a job. Sure.
Good job. Give it up for Vyctorius. Appreciate you.
Yeah.